Hey everyone, how's it going? Nick Be Nimble here, and today I'm gonna do something a little different. I know that you're probably sick and tired of hearing tier videos, top tier players, top tier. Well, today I'm gonna bring you something a little bit different. I'm gonna bring you a tier video for amateur players, not top tier competitive players. Now, I'm a competitive player. I play in platinum. I play pubs, I play everything. I've had this game since it came out. So I know the metas, I know the mains, I know what everyone's using currently. I know all about it. What I don't see is videos for new coming players. I don't see videos that showcase what you should pick if you just start the game, because you can tell me that Watson's a top tier player. If you never picked up the game, I'm sorry, man, it's not the character for you. You're not going to understand how to use the passive, the tactical, the ultimate. It's just not going to happen. So we're just going to dive right in. I'm going to give you the top 5 best new players to choose from, new legends to choose from. So at number 1, I know this is going to get a little bit of controversy, but I'm going to have to go with Bangalore on this one. Now, I'm only going with Bangalore for a couple reasons, and I'll tell you those reasons. So, Bangalore has a passive, which is her double time. Um, her double time does not have to be activated. Her double time is activated automatically when you're getting shot at. So, unlike Wraith, which would take the number 1 spot, if you're a new up-and-coming player, you're going to want to do a lot of running away. So when you're running away, it's very important to remember to use their abilities. But when you're new to the game, I mean, you're taking in so many new things, you're not going to always remember to use abilities. So it's a very, very good thing that hers is automatic, and you don't have to remember to use it. It's going to use it automatically for you. Now, it's going to give you a 30% speed buff, which means that every time you get shot at, you're going to move 30% faster. It's going to last for 2 seconds apiece, so that is huge for running away, getting out of the action, just to get right back in the action. Now, following that up is her tactical, her smoke launch, which is huge if you're a new player. It's huge for cover, it's huge for all sorts of things. And it also does a little bit of damage, so it's not a crazy amount of damage, but it does a 10. So you're going to want to be running away, and you can shoot the smoke behind you. You can do all sorts of things with it. I mean, Bangalore is a very well-rounded player. She also doesn't have the low profile, so she is a normal build character. She is taking normal damage. She's not taking anything else. So here we go. Last but certainly not least is her ult. Now her ult leaves a little bit to be desired, to be honest. As you can see, I'm going to throw it. It's going to go in front of you. It's going to be kind of like a carpet bomb, so to speak. But you can see the setup time. It's really just not ideal. Let's see if we can get a... I couldn't get her little passive, this trigger in firing range, but it's not ideal for setup time. It's okay for getting away and stuff like that, but if anything, her downfall would be her ultimate. I mean, that is the worst thing about Bangalore. So here we go. We're going to move on to number 2, which is going to be Wraith, of course. Wraith has always been in top tier play. She's all over the place. She was my first main when I picked this game up. She's a quick character. She's going to feel quick. She's going to feel fast. She's going to get in, get out. She's always just a high value asset to have. Now, let's go into Wraith a little bit for her passive. Voices from the Void. What does that mean? Doesn't give you a big description. You hear a voice when in danger approaches. As far as you can tell, it's on your side. What that means is when players are targeting you, it's going to tell you, it's going to give you an indication saying you're being targeted, someone is sniping you. Even with traps, it's going to give you an indication, which is huge value when you're a new player. It's going to tell you when you're in danger and when you're not in danger. Now, I mentioned this earlier in the Bangalore description a little bit. Wraith's tactical ability. Now, for Wraith to get out of there, you have to hit her tactical ability. Her tactical ability is Into the Void, repositioning quickly through safely void space, avoiding all damage, yada, yada, yada. What that basically means is you're going to go into this little warp right here. You're going to be immune to all damage, okay? It's going to distort your view a little bit, but you're going to be able to flank around and get out of there quicker than you normally would. Her recharge time for it, it's a little bit long, but you know what? If it wasn't, it would be overpowered. So unfortunately, unlike Bangalore, Wraith is going to have the low profile, meaning she takes increased damage 5%. Now, will you feel that when you first start playing? Probably not. I would save that, you know, for a couple months in the game. You're going to probably start noticing, like, hey, she takes a little bit more damage than other characters, and that's something that, honestly, you might notice after a while, not as soon as you start playing the game. Now, her ultimate. When I first started playing her ultimate, I thought it was the weirdest, what am I going to use this for? I have no idea what this even is kind of thing. Her ultimate, very, very, very useful for all types of situations. Now, her ultimate is this portal. Dimensional Rip, link to location portal, 60 seconds. So here we go.
Placing a
It's
portal.
going to increase your speed. I believe it's 30% the same as Bangalore's and all that. You can go into the void while doing this to avoid damage to set up a nice little
Portal's
rift.
ready.
So this rift can be used for multiple things. This rift can be used to flank your team around, to get out of a hot zone. This rift can be used to set up a trap for your team. Let's just say there's a guy coming, he goes in your rift, and you guys are waiting. You're waiting on the other side of the rift. So it can be used for so many multiple situations. It's a very amazing ultimate. I don't think it was fully realized when the game came out, but definitely in Season 4, you're always going to see the Wraith mains. They're all over the place. I mean, Wraith's just an all-around amazing character. She's never going to not be top 5. Even in an amateur list, she can't be excluded. It's impossible. So, coming in at number 3, I'm going to have to go with Gibraltar. Now, Gibraltar used to not be a very, very high, well-wanted legend, so to speak. Gibraltar used to not have a whole lot of things that were useful for him in his kit. However, lately he's gotten a lot of buffs. He just got a slight nerf. His gun shield went down a little bit in the amount of damage that it blocks. It's not really that noticeable. Also, because he has fortified. Incoming damage reduced by 15%, and you're not slowed by bullets. Now, not being slowed by bullets is huge in this game. I can't tell you the amount of times I've died by being stuck by being lit up by an R99 or something, because you have that bullet lag when you're getting hit. You can't move as fast, you're stuck, you're getting lit up. Well, that's not a problem when you have Gibraltar. Gibraltar is the definition of a tank in this game. All his abilities are meant to tank. You're going to have to get through his gun shield. You're going to have to get through his fortification to even start damaging Gibraltar. And if that wasn't enough to have for a tank character, he has his Dome of Protection. Now here's where the big buff came in this season. While you're inside the dome, all of your healing is going to be 25% faster. Now that is not just your healing, that is your team's healing. Everyone's healing inside the dome is 25% faster. It's going to block for 18 seconds, so this dome is going to last for a whole 18 seconds. Now, what isn't in the description that is also a buff that he received is he has a quicker revive in this. So as long as you're in the dome and your teammates get down, you get a quick revive inside the dome, which is fantastic. It's huge value now. It gave his dome a whole new meaning. It gave Gibraltar a whole new meaning. Now, moving on to Gibraltar's ult. Gibraltar's ult is the ult that you wish Bangalore had. You wish she had this one, because this is the better version of Bangalore's ult. Bangalore's ult is more of a defense. Gibraltar's ult is more of an offense. It can push back, it deploys so much faster, it doesn't last nearly as long, but there's no setup time for it, which is big value. I can't tell you how much big value Gibraltar's bombardment is when you're trying to lock down a base. If you're trying to do anything, Gibraltar is the man for pushing, holding a position, having the most health in the game, having the most defense in the game. It's always great to have a Gibby on the team. Moving on to the next legend. Now, this is where it gets a little hard for me to decipher who and where should go the next person, or who should I use for the next person. Now, for me personally, I'm going to have to go with Lifeline, only because, and I know she gets a lot of hate lately because, Gibraltar has the tactical heals and all that kind of things, but listen, we're not going for a team competitive thing here. We are going for
I'm coming in.
easy to use for amateur players. That's what we're going for here. We're just dropping the game, don't know much about it, and this is who we're going to use, kind of thing. Now, Lifeline has been there since day one. Lifeline's a very easy character to pick up and just use. She's got a lot of abilities that are beneficial for team and herself. For example, her passive combat medic, you're going to revive somebody, you're going to have a dome shield, kind of like Gibraltar's shield, but it's going to go in front of you while you're reviving somebody. Now what that means is, let's just say, you know, there's you get downed, okay? You're going to have the Lifeline go over there, she's going to be able to res you, put a shield in front, and no sniper is going to be able to hit you through that shield until she's done resing, okay? Now for herself, it's a little selfish, but like I said, this isn't a team composition video, it's not a top tier video, it's a top legends for new players video. So she uses her healing items 25% faster. Now that is a very, very big buff for her specifically, not necessarily for yourself, but for her to use. That's a wonderful, wonderful thing for her to have.
To celebrate.
I'm just gonna damage myself a little bit here. Okay. Make a little shock, and then we're gonna use a big pot. So you see how much quicker her shield comes back. I mean, that is, for a new player, I mean, if you start using anyone else, then you start healing with her. Big, big value, okay? Now, her ultimate, oh, I'm sorry, her drone. Of course, how did I forget about the drone? The DOC, the Drone of Compassion. Now, this is pretty much her big, big team thing, okay? So you're going to hit her tactical. Boom, her little drone's going to come out, and that little guy's going to heal you. So, and you can push him around. You can do whatever you want. That's a little grenade here.
Frog out.
Okay. Now the Drone of Compassion. The link to you, he's gonna heal you. Just like that. Very simple. Well, your whole team can use him, and he will heal up your whole team. So very, very, very good little tactical ability to have. You won't have to hold nearly as many med kits, nearly as many syringes when you have a Lifeline on the team. Now last but certainly not least is her ultimate. It's basically just a care package. Now what's in her care package is defensive items. So it's going to be a shield, it's going to be a helmet, it's going to be something to do with health, whether that be a Phoenix kit, a syringe, anything like that, and some sort of attachment. So we got a 2x4, we got a syringe, and we got a knockdown shield. So not the best roll, but sometimes you get pretty lucky and you get some good things out of here. Lifeline definitely makes it into the amateur tier list. Now this last one is very, very hard for me to decide because it's a big, big tear between a couple legends. But I'm gonna have to go with probably for the most ability usage and just overall things in their kit, at least having one thing that will help your team. Probably gonna have to go with Pathfinder. So this is a big toss-up to me between Pathfinder and Octane. Pathfinder really only makes it because his zipline is much more useful than Octane's jump pad. Octane's jump pad to me is virtually useless. So not that I'm knocking Octane players, because I see you out there, you're doing great. I don't hate Octane. I'm just, for this specific list, having his zipline is a little more useful. So Pathfinder, very, very basic, straightforward character. Not much to him. He has this passive ability, Insider Knowledge. So Insider Knowledge, you're going to see this little icon on the map, okay? Scan a survey beacon to reveal the ring's next location. Very straightforward. You're going to insert, Pathfinder's going to do a little arm animation. He's going to plug it into the survey beacon, and you're going to find out where the zone is closing, which is big value in any battle royales, knowing where the zone's going to go. Okay, now his tactical. This is probably Pathfinder's bread and butter. This is what makes a Pathfinder character main or breaks him. I mean, it's one or the other. So if it's blue, you can link it. If it's not, you're gonna miss. So you get a little closer. It's blue. You're gonna hit it. You're just gonna have to learn how to swing. Swinging is the biggest value you can have in this. Pathfinder can get in and out of any situation with his grapple. I mean, I'm talking escapes, I'm talking swings, I'm talking cover. You just got to learn how to do it. I'm not a Pathfinder main by trade. I'm a Bloodhound main. But I've used Pathfinder, and After a couple days of using him, he's really not that hard to pick up. Like I said, his grapple, bread and butter. I mean, that's where it's at right here. You can even pull in enemies. You see that? I mean, it's it's what makes Pathfinder Pathfinder. Now, his ultimate ability, very straightforward. Probably even in high tier play and amateur play, this is probably the single most useful escape route. Next to race portal. I mean, there's no better than those two. So this zip line goes up. It cannot be destroyed. It can't be anything. Bullets go right through it. You can be shot while riding it, but that's about it. You create your own path to get anywhere. Okay, so you can get high ground. You can zip line your way out. You can zip line your way anywhere. I mean, you can move your whole team this way, and it comes back relatively quick. I mean, for it being an ultimate, it's right up there with coming back fast. So you're up here, you need to get out of here, you got a team coming, you shoot one this way. I mean, you ride your team out, and then you try to, you know, get some shots off, but I don't want to embarrass myself, so I'm not even going to attempt that. But, yeah, he is by far the best escape artist in this game, and the only downfall why he kind of almost didn't make it here, he's got the low profile. The low profile is the increased damage by 5. Now I know I said Wraith, you probably won't notice it when you first start playing, and this could just be me, and let me know in the comments, let me know how you guys feel about it, but this season, Pathfinder to me, he's feeling funny. His hitbox is feeling funny to me. He's feeling really big, like he feels like a big character now, and I know he's always had the problem with the big hitbox and the weird hitbox, I mean, not big, but this season alone, he's just feeling funny. It's not his abilities that are feeling funny, it's the hitbox. I'm feeling like I'm going out real quick with Pathfinder. I'm getting down fast, whatever that may be, and I could just be insane and it had nothing to do, but to me, he's feeling funny. So that's almost why he didn't make it on the list. Honorable mention for this top 5, definitely Octane. Just kind of slowly mention Octane real quick is just because he has no abilities that really help anyone else. He's extremely selfish of a character. So that's really the only reason why he didn't make it. Pathfinder is much more of a team player, and he's very, very fun to use. But yeah, that is it for my my top 5 list. I just wanted to make a quick little video about amateurs. You know, we have a lot of top tier. Use Watson, use this, use that. But I'm telling you, if you don't know how to use a Watson, or you don't know how to use, you know, well, really just Watson's probably the most complicated. Crypto too, even a Caustic. If you don't know how to use those characters right when you pick up the game, I don't care how good you are of any other shooter, you're not going to understand how to use their abilities, and you're just going to be wasting a character. You might as well use somebody that you're going to have some fun with, like a Bangalore, that has easy abilities to use that you can master and then move on to others. And I'm not saying Watson's that count. I mean, you can use her for a week or two and you're good to go. So, but yeah, guys, that's it for me. Please make sure you like and subscribe if you like what I'm saying, if you think I'm nuts, whatever, anything. Just like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know how you guys feel. I'm going to be streaming probably every other day, so I'm thinking like Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, stuff like that. I'm going to get on a schedule more. I'm going to try to upload at least a video per week. I'm going to try to do in-depth character reviews on all the characters, including stats, hitboxes, yada yada yada. If you love the sound of my voice, anything like that, I will keep uploading. Brand new content creator, brand new to YouTube. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Come on the streams. Hit up the chat. Whatever. Thanks, guys. I am Nick Be Nimble. And good night.